my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something.
Okay, y'all, so I decided to just give y'all a story time of what my life has been. I want to say for the past year. Yeah, for the past year. So 2023 to 2024. 2023, I was working at mental health clinic, doing well. I had my car, great job, just, you know, living a 20-year-old's dream. Being able to shop without looking for prices, all that stuff. Had name brand, almost name brand everything, because I'm not like a name brand hoe. Like, certain things I like, certain things of mine I like name brand. So, you know, sneakers, all that shit. Actually, no, this started there. I was there for, I want to say like, I was there for almost a year. Because I got there in December, I believe, of 2022. Yeah, and then I went to Cali in October, and when I came back, they fired me. Why? Because one of my coworkers was older, and I always have issues with older women. So I knew it was going to be an issue, but I didn't think it would have been to the point where she go and talk to my director and I lose my job. Or whatever, you know, they be like that. They be pussy type shit. And feel so threatened. But I had to pop in on the channel. And I only say this because before my director called me into her office, the older woman had an extensive meeting with her. And while she was walking into her office, she gave me a glance and then continued walking. So, of course, yeah, bitch, you got me fired. And also, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I left. We all only went to Cali for like a couple of days, right? Prior to us leaving, everything was fine. I didn't have no type of one-on-one meeting with my director or my doctor about anything. And the last meeting I've had with my director, wasn't about anything disciplinary. So I'm not expecting to get fired when I come back from California because everything was fine before I left. And now I come back and you're telling me, oh, some bogus ass story of I made somebody cry over the phone. When did I do that? When I was in California? How could that have happened? And then I go and speak to my doctor about it and he's totally unaware. And apparently it was news around the office that I was going to get fired before it was even told to me that I was going to get fired, and then you're lying on me because I did not make anybody cry. You get what I'm saying? And even so, when you're running a business, it's like a process. If you got a bad call, you let the person know, okay, hey, this, that, the third, this is what happened, whatever. But yeah, and it was just a lot of sly little remarks that people would say, like in regards to black women, and it just wasn't cool. You could tell. I lost my job because of her. My director tried to make it seem like I had made a patient of mine cry on the phone, this, that, the third. That was lies. Because that wasn't told to me and apparently wasn't told to my doctor. You get what I'm saying? So, okay. Came back, she's like, oh, I don't think this is working out. I'm like, what? Like, literally in the middle of the day, I think I had just came back from meeting with my doctor, letting him know all his patients that are on schedule, whatever. Who's the director? Yes, so my director, and it was kind of like a cahoots thing. My director was Hispanic. My supervisor was Hispanic, and my supervisor was cool with the older lady who's also Hispanic who didn't like me. And it was just me. It was just like every young lit turned chick that was in the spot. But I guess it was easier for her to get me out because my bestie, so she can pass for Hispanic, was just really good at what she was doing. So she would have really had to have some like hard evidence to get shorty fired. So you know me, I'm kind of new because I started working there way before me. So I'm relatively new or whatever the case may be. Anyways, come back from my California trip.
you know, just trying to come down off of the Cali LA Fashion Week high and get back to making this money back that I just spent. Oh, this is not working out. Okay, cool. So y'all already know when the source of you paying your bills go, shit just gonna always start going downhill.
Okay, so I just want to jump in and say the issue with the older woman at work, it wasn't just my issue. Everyone had the same issue. She was really prissy. She didn't want to answer the phone. She would just be sitting there doing nothing. She had a business on the side, but she would be at her desk working on her business, not assisting anybody with answering the phone calls. She also had like the doctor that didn't really need the most assistance, so she would deadass be just sitting there. And in everybody's heads, it's like, okay, our doctors are kind of more on the busier side, so you should be answering the phones a little bit more than us. And it was like, we all agreed on it. Nobody ever said anything to her about it. I made it known that I was annoyed that she did not pick up the phone, and that was all it was. I never had any words with her. I guess you could just feel that, you know, when somebody's not really fucking with you. I never, like I said, we never shared words because I don't disrespect my elders. That's just not something I do. And in general, if you know me, you know I'm the type of person, like, if I don't feel like me talking to you is going to change the situation, then I just leave it be. You said what you said, you're moving how you move, and that's how it is. That's what it is. And essentially that was the issue, that I did not want to sit down and speak about anything. But to me, it's like, I don't have the issue. I never had a real issue with this lady. I just wanted her to do her job, and she internalized that and took it personally and made it about, I guess, me not liking her. And that was never the case, because I supported this lady's business on multiple occasions. Like, I've bought things from her, from my family members who they still have to this day. Like, so it's just weird things like that. I'm just like, okay, so I just wanted to come on here and add a little bit. Oh my god, I'm wearing the same fucking hoodie from the video. Fuck it. But so I just want to make clear, I didn't have no issue. Back up, Emmy. I didn't have no real issue with the older lady. I supported her fucking business. I bought candles for my mother and my grandmother, and I think they even still have that shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's not to say that I had an issue with her, but her and the other Hispanics who had issues, because there were people of Hispanic descent that we were actually cool with. So the older ones, they will always make comments about, oh, I give you a perfect example. One time, one of them made a comment about her vagina area, talking about, oh yeah, it's not dark, it's light skin and pretty. So you're trying to say anybody's vagina who's not light is ugly? Bitch, stop it. It's not even just that. Niggas will try to write you up for being on the phone or having your headphones in, but your supervisor that's sitting right next to you having a full-blown conversation. Kids or not, step out. If we're not supposed to be on the phone, you step out, excuse yourself, go to the bathroom, use the phone. So if you're using the phone, if you're listening to music, I'm gonna do the same. Like, come on, you got. She was really bougie. She's from the fucking Bronx. She's from the fucking Bronx, but she don't want you to say she's from the Bronx. She gotta tell you what part in the Bronx, and it's the suburbs. And girl, you take the same train as everybody else here, and you're making yourself move, Emmy. You're setting yourself up to not be liked. Like, and you're a grown ass woman with 2 kids. Come on. Y'all, it didn't even stop with them. After I got fired, I emailed HR. I'm about to pull up the email right now. I got videos, I got emails. Niggas cannot. Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want it. So, they hired me December 7th, 2021, and fired me. I came back from Cali the 12th, came back to work the 13th. They fired. I have an email to HR. I have an email to HR. So I emailed HR. What I told y'all, my director said I made somebody cry over the phone, right? I emailed HR. The thing says wrongfully fired. I explained in great detail, y'all, what the fuck transpired, right? HR, the HR director says So who did I email this to? Oh, I emailed the owner of Amen Clinic, and apparently they forwarded my email to this lady. I was like, just keeping you in the loop in case I need to move forward legally on this. Responds, and she's like, although you list many concerns regarding your termination, I was employed at will. That's all well and fine, but where is the professionalism? There was none. I have reviewed your time card in ADP and am able to see several days in which you arrived after your adjusted schedule because they had changed our times. So let me see what time. I was supposed to start at 9. And they claim I was on a PIP. I don't recall that, which is like a write-up for you being late. I don't recall that, but and even if I don't recall that, my supervisor and this old chick was late to work almost every freaking day, but they got a pass. Clearly, we already know why though. And what's crazy is we would discuss in the office like who has shit to do, and then we would say, okay, we only decided to do this because our patients really didn't come when we came in there. They came like usually an hour later, and we prepped the day before for the next day. So did we really need to be in the office for an hour and change before patients came? No. Bro, our director wasn't even there on time. She used to come in hours after. Like, come on. If you're here and I have stuff to do, then, I could come a little late. Was I fired for latenesses, or was I fired because I made somebody cry, or are y'all just being assholes and pulling shit out your ass? Because that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. I worked there. It was 2020. What was this? Email was 2022. So almost a year. It's almost a year, right? I've been working there for almost a year. Let's do numbers. And she's talking about 6 instances I was late. And my time was actually 9:30. It wasn't 9. It was 9:30. But, that's neither here or there. I'm not about to argue with nobody. But, yeah, my time was 9:30. And I was just so livid, like, what the fuck y'all niggas got going on? Are y'all slow? Are y'all slow? Are y'all slow? Now, if I knew one of our celebrity clients and had them call in and be like, yeah, da-da-da-da-da, then something would have happened, probably. Then something would have happened. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, for real? And then they used to be trying to say HIPAA laws, HIPAA this, but you got supervisor over here on the phone with her husband while other conversations are going on about patients' health and shit like that. Like, huh? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's giving very much. Y'all just don't want the black girls there. And that shit was ass. And I kid you not, another time they did not protect us at all. They did not protect us at all. We had somebody came in and they were just like irate all over the place, pacing back and forth, doing wild shit right in front of my desk, bro. Right in front of my desk. There's no security guards. There's no nothing. Like, bitch, if a nigga wanted to crash out on me, he would have, and I would have been gone because my little itty bitty self, I would have been gone. I would have been fucking gone. I raised those concerns to my director, as well as and this is why I feel like I was fired. Right before I was fired, I let my doctor know what was going on. I let him know what was going on, and he was cool with the owner and the director and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure he told him about it. And I feel like that's why I was fired. And not for nothing, I guess that's what happens when you work for a private company, but I'm not just about to be fired and not say nothing about it. So yes, I feel like, and I can say that with no negative spirit or no ill will behind this, I was wrongfully fired from my job at Amen Clinics because bitches did not like me. They did not like things about me that I don't even know. Like, I don't know, because I've never given anybody any reason to dislike me other than expressing the fact that I feel like we all should be answering the phones and people are just being lazy and not wanting to answer the phone. They just want to sit there and be on Pinterest getting party ideas. That's not okay. That's not okay. I'm sorry. I'm not cool with picking up somebody else's slack. I'm just not. And then our supervisor is supposed to pick up the phone calls when, like, we're all busy. Bitch wasn't doing that either. And she's friends with the old head. So these bitches both had it in their head to just sit down and do whatever the fuck they want to do. This one ordering PlayStation, this one partying, planning parties for her son, anniversary dinner, like pop-ups. While at this time, it was just me and my two bitches because we didn't have assistance for the other doctors, so we was all kind of like doubling up helping each other, but these two bitches, literally, but these two bitches. We had one supervisor, and the old head swore just because she was cool with Tay that she was a supervisor too. Bitch, no, that's not how it works.
Y'all, my camera is charging, so I can't even record on the camera, but I kind of like my audio better on my phone, but I forgot all about this. So, and this is what put it in all of our eyes. Yeah, this shit is crazy. So, my bitch, not my bestie, my bitch, and the older woman both got a promotion. Both got a promotion to lead PCC. Why is it that the older woman is still getting paid more than my bitch? And y'all in the same position, and the bitch still don't do nothing, but she's still getting paid more. And then after the fact, so you know, when you see this, we see this shit going on, we not really having conversations with them. We just coming into work, doing our job, and leaving together, and then we chat, hee, whatever the case may be. So it's really like just mad quiet. So my bitch, she didn't get the same amount of money that the older lady was making when they both was promoted at the same time. The older lady was still making more money than her. My bitch did not get to that tax bracket, which was, I think it was only like a couple more dollars, but she did not get to that until she started having conversations with these bitches. So my director promoted, I'm gonna say it again, my director promoted the older lady and my bitch, not my bestie. Remember, I have my bestie and my bitch that I met through my bestie. I'm gonna say my girl, my sis, because I don't really like saying bitch, but so my bestie and my sis. So my director promoted this older bitch and my sis at the same time. And here, guess how? And I know now everybody's wondering, how did we know? Because she told us. They was talking about how much they was getting paid. It was like just trying to be dumb. So we just like, what the fuck? Like, sis, you're not getting paid that. So then that was the issue. Had a conversation with the director. Oh, they tried to paint the picture of my sis being the angry black woman, and she has to change that, or else basically she's not getting her raise. So not for nothing, granted, my sis did that. She got kids she got to take care of. So yeah, she started having more conversations with them, and then she got her raise. Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that some bullshit? I digress.
So I do want to say I really enjoyed working for this company, but when the issues started coming about, I did not like it at all. I did not like how they handled situations, or should I say lack of handling situations.
So yeah, the company itself, working for, I love dealing with the mental health. I love dealing with mental health because it's like, oh, that's one thing I learned from there. Like, you really just can't assume just because you see somebody doing something that everything is okay. Just because you see somebody on a phone call doesn't mean everything is okay. Just because you see somebody being social doesn't mean that they're okay mentally at all. But yeah, Another thing, so remember I said my bestie and my other bitch. I ain't saying their names because I fuck with them. So my bestie is the one who got me the job. I met my other bitch through my bestie. And my first couple weeks there, the Hispanics, yo, they was cool with my bestie, and they would be talking shit about my bitch. The new bitch I met through my bestie, they would be talking shit about her, left and right. Oh, why she's sitting down over there? Oh, she's mad sensitive. Oh, like, just terrible. And of course, my other bitch, she's black, Caribbean. Like, we're all Caribbean. Me, my bestie, and my other bitch. But me and my other bitch, we're dark skinned. My bestie, like I said, she's light skinned. She could pass for like Hispanic. If you like see her in the street, you think she's Hispanic. But yeah, they would talk about her terribly. Like, even on Fridays, they would talk about, what are they talking about? I don't know. Something happened, and I think my bitch pressed them or whatever the case may be. And I had said something, and I feel like my bitch thought I was like cool with them because I said something, but no, I was just like a bystander, like saying like, I don't think they mean it like that, but they did. They definitely did. Now that I know that, they definitely did. They definitely did mean that shit. And it's like, that shit is mad corny, y'all. Niggas is corny. What's his name? Yeah, that shit is mad corny, bro. Mad corny. It's crazy. I have videos. I'm about to play it. I'm not going to show y'all, but I have videos. Like, I have footage of these bitches doing dumb shit. But then you want to come around and try to get me fired for not doing the dumb shit that you claim you saw me doing? Bro, get the fuck out of here, for real. You gotta be fucking out your mind. Out your fucking mind. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, working at Amen Clinic was cool. I do not recommend working at Amen Clinic in the city. I just don't. That shit was ass. Them bitches that was there, I don't know if they're all gone, but the ones that were there, they're hella racist, hella colorist. And yeah, they're just lucky they never got snuffed. Respectfully, they're just so lucky they never got snuffed. Because the way bitches was ready, not even bitches, the way I was ready to go off on sis, because I'm like, you know what? I'm thinking differently. I'm trying to do better for myself. Type shit. But it's just crazy to me. It was just crazy, like. And then come to find out, her daughter is a dyke. And she used to always talk about her daughter, always talk about her kids. And she never mentioned that. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe you're dealing with the fact that you're not happy that your daughter is a dyke. But still, you have shit going on at home. Don't take that shit out on me. Don't take that shit out on us. Like, do your job. You come to work to do your job, to pay for those birthday parties that you're planning at your desk. So do your job. And you can't get mad at people for wanting you to do your job. And niggas, yo, they used to try so hard to get me and my girls fired, yo. One time, I don't remember what we was doing. We had some music playing. There was nobody in the office. And we was just dancing. We wasn't in front of any patients or anybody. It was like in the little hallway behind the doors. Just having fun. Come to find out, my bum ass supervisor gonna tell my director we twerking and shit in front of patients. When I have videos that I could pull up right now of bitches twerking and doing foolishness in the office, and there's fucking patients sitting down. I got all the videos from when I was still there. But I'm not gonna put up on there and embarrass y'all. Just don't come for me. Y'all know what the fuck y'all did. Respectfully. On top of that, they always used to be talking about every new person that came into the office. Bad. We had a man that came in. They used to say that he was slow. And me, I don't know why. I always get really cool with people like that, and it's always like people that like the majority don't really fuck with, or the majority is looking at like that. But me and him was cool like this because he was a Christian, I'm a Christian, and like it was just so baffling to me. And then after a while, they start acting like they was always fucking with him, and they were not. We had this one girl come, and she was also from the Bronx, and her and this older woman is having a conversation, and the older lady's just being so nasty to her and I guess the girl was like, oh, so you're from so-and-so, and I guess it was the same place that the new girl is from. And the older one was like, oh no, I'm not from there. Like, bitch, yes you are. You're in a different part of that area. That's where you from, bitch. Stop. And I don't mean to call her a bitch, but like right now, just thinking about it, it's really getting me heated, because that's really where the downfall of everything that's going on with me right now began. Because an old head couldn't respect the fact that young turned bitches, me, my bestie, and my other bitch, are really like that. You was going to catch the train after work. We was hopping in my car. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. But it's like, bro, you're supposed to be mentoring us. You're of age of a mentor. You're supposed to, you get what I'm saying? And not gonna lie, we all used to like confide in each other and talk. But it was just like, my director would come up with shit like out of the woodwork. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, I didn't. And I knew it was this older bitch. But I'm like, bro, I'm not sitting here telling them how I watched you plan your whole son's birthday party at your desk. You don't answer the phone. You're mad rude to your patients. You're probably the one who made a patient cry, if we're really talking about it. And her doctor doesn't need assistance, and she has the most difficult schedule. So then she would try, on top of not answering the phone calls, people would call in to reschedule shit on her doctor's schedule, and she wouldn't even want to do it. Bitch, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. How is that fair? How is that fair? And then my bestie was also doing another thing within the office. So bitches is really working, and you're really just sitting down planning parties and planning your next pop-up. Like, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Like, let's really be real. And then my director, like, she's a whole asshole. And come to find out, that whole team got fired. Apparently, everybody that was there when me and my girls was there are not there anymore. And I actually tried to reapply, and now you need to be certified to get that job, because y'all bitches is lame. And y'all bitches was corny. Y'all was not doing y'all job. The turnaround rate for employees was trash. Niggas was coming and going. Like, really though? It was really a racist thing. They always said something in regards to their hair being nicer, their skin being prettier, like their relationships being better, their kids being cuter. Like, bro,